Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician here, making another video for you out of Boise, Idaho. First of all, I gotta apologize for not posting as much as I used to. We are gonna get back to posting. I've just been so busy, and I've actually got some new YouTube things possibly coming up. I've got memberships going and some other things, so I think things are gonna get pretty exciting the rest of this year. Today I want to talk to you about GM, Chevy, Tahoe, you name it, Chevy, GMC, their engines, their lifters, and lifter failure. Now, just to kind of show you what's going on here. Here we have a GMC Sierra Denali. It's a 1500, right? Over here we have a Chevy Tahoe. Okay, they have the exact same engines in them, owned by the same company, all that other stuff. So whether you have a Tahoe, a Suburban, if you have the 5.4, the 5.7, or anything like that, this is probably going to apply to you. Now what happens is these lifters are GM's own design, okay? And what'll happen is you will get lifter failure, basically, and oftentimes it is these back two cylinders that you'll have lifter failure in. Now we had lifter failure in the very back here, and so it's this lifter that failed. And actually, I think I might have mixed them up. Wait. There we go. Now you can see the difference. This lifter broke. Okay? You can see that there's a pin in there. This one doesn't have it. Alright, so this lifter broke and basically died. And it was causing a clacking noise. Now, the shop that originally looked at this did say that, hey, we may need to change the camshaft. In some cases, you do probably need to change the camshaft, and I'm going to show you why. When that lifter fails back there, and it starts clacking and stuff, it's going to score and eat up that back cam lobe back there. So I'm going to take my awesome camera here. I'm going to get back in here. All right. And I hope you can see. Can you see that big score line? Let me see if I can. That big score line on that camshaft there. Go ahead and move in closer. I'll move it in closer. So I'm thinking you can. All right, there's a big score line right across that camshaft lobe, okay? So ultimately, the fix for this vehicle is going to be new lifters, obviously, and we're definitely going to want to put a new camshaft in there. Now, the first shop that kind of did this, they did a diagnosis and all that other stuff, and I mean, on these vehicles, it's obvious when there's a bad lifter. They click, they clack, you can tell it has a bad lifter. What's not obvious is what is the cause of the bad lifter. Is it the lifter itself that has collapsed on itself due to the fuel-saving system of this vehicle? Is it because the oil pump is not delivering oil to the lifter? Or is it because the camshaft lobe has worn down flat? But if it's a worn down flat camshaft lobe or a scored camshaft lobe, then again, the question is, how did it get like that? And more than likely, it got like that because the lifter itself has gone bad. So the way I do things here in this shop is I'll say, okay, yes, we definitely have a bad lifter. In order to fix that, we do have to go in and remove the cylinder head. So let's go ahead and do that first. We'll charge for that. We'll get that done first. And if we can get away with just putting new lifters in, well, then that's actually what we'll do. But while we have it open, we'll go ahead and scope and check the camshaft and make sure all that's good. And in this situation, with the fact that we found the camshaft scored, it would be a waste of time to put a new lifter in there. The lifter has already done its damage, so I think it's a good and prudent idea to go ahead and also go in further and replace the camshaft. Now we're already going to go ahead and pull the other head as well and replace all lifters brand new. So definitely time for a new camshaft. It happens on these vehicles. It's common. It's the way they design these lifters. And you know, I don't want to take too much away from the knowledge and the expertise in order to do it, but GM did design this engine so that you could remove the cylinder head without having to mess with the timing chain or anything. You can see that over here. And that's what I really do like about these GM cylinder heads. And the other thing about it is honestly, you can get away with just replacing the head gasket on these. You don't have to have it plain. Just make sure you do the job properly, clean everything off, put a new head gasket on, put your new lifters in there, put your head back on. So it kind of makes me wonder if GM knew that these lifters, the way they designed them, were going to fail, considering the fact they redesigned this engine so that it's so easy to work on. But hey, who knows? So there you go, folks. There's just some really cool information about lifters and on your GM and your GMC vehicles and all that other good stuff. Don't really have anything else for you. Stay tuned for more videos to come. As you can see, I have a shop full of work. So we're going to be making more videos and showing you some more stuff. Thanks for always watching me, and thanks for always supporting me. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, signing off.